Baba says that the only concern in confluence age that is not even there in golden age is to be the happiness that you are, which comes from purification of the mind. Every day, Baba is reminding the soul that you take one body, you take off the costume, then you take another body, then you leave that body. Every day, to show the being of light like the necklace with many beads, 84 beads on it. Those beads are like the bodies, the costumes, and the thread that strings all those parts together, those bodies together, is that continuous factor, the soul that I am. This light that I am. Mind will make it look something very ordinary. Something I'm a soul I've heard so many times. But who am I? That can perceive this tendency without feeling ordinary. Can you sense your aliveness right now? The beingness of who you are right now? Can you, the being, sense it? Do you sense your being combined with Baba here and now? And there's no destination to chase. There's no feeling to feel in the future. But now, can you experience? Can you know? Can you sense? Or the ordinariness of the past, just maybe the past of the day, is weighing so heavily as a cloud. Not necessarily good or bad of the past, but just the ordinariness of the day that has gone by up until now. Is that cloud still lingering? Or maybe extraordinariness of the day? Doesn't matter what it was. Is it still lingering? You see your fullness, which is like a string through various events, through various emotions through the day that has not changed. What is the attitude of the self? Do you feel I'm complete here and now? Do you sense it? Your eternal form? And with Baba, can you see from this position of the seat of your eternal form, your true attitude, however this moment may be unfolding? That if peace is there, that's fine. If pleasure or pain is there, that's fine. Just with Baba, more interested in creating memories with him. Even if there are no thoughts and there's blankness, that's fine too. You are still you with Baba. As your eternal self, where you need nothing. You have no destination to chase after. You are satisfaction itself with whatever is appearing or not appearing. Baba is the word for the soul. So many things may have happened during the day. So many actions may have taken place during the day. So many words may have been spoken during the day. Did your silent truth ever changed one bit? Now take it from the day to 84 births. So many stories, so many characters, so many incidents, so many actions have been performed in 5,000 years. So much has constantly changed in these 5,000 years. Has anything happened to you, the tiny point of light? So many experiences in these 5,000 years the soul has had. So many different personalities. The being of light has played. Anything ever touched you, the being of light? If one day can comprise of so many variety of feelings, emotions, incidences, experiences, can you imagine 5,000 years? But who is that one being amidst all of this? Is still here and now. Changelessly. That being of peace. being of true, changeless love, unconditional, loving presence. How many times Baba has said today, you must know the parts also. You must know the drama, must know yourself, and must know God. Because part is unfolding in the form of subtle feelings in front of you every moment. Very subtle feelings. And if I, the being, don't know me, it's just one tiny star, living star, and nothing attached to me. It's very easy to mix. With these passing feelings. Because there's a constant sense of personal play there. That is why stay in the lap of the Father. The safest place to be. And not safe because there's some danger. Safe because Baba is always in this moment of now. Always present as presence. Then any thought of the past, you can shed just like that and experience this eternal love, an eternally loving relationship with Baba. And being in love and being the being that you are, knowing the love of God. What does that mean? What does it mean to experience God's love? To be able to be in the now with Baba, not being pulled by what should I feel in the next moment, cloud, and not being pulled by the lingering feelings of the past, but being in the now with Baba, where nothing is needed, just pure silence. You just complete you now. You don't need to achieve anything to be complete. You don't need to find more happiness to be feeling more happy later. But needing nothing in this moment. You're experiencing God's love. Then Baba can say, yes, my child, you're ever ready. If you had to leave the body now, then you're ever ready. In this space, I, the being, can also see how Baba is showing me that how I, the being, am also experiencing my eternal family of 8 billion stars, living stars. How we are eternally living in harmony with each other. It's not just long lost, now found child, but also long lost, now found eternal family with my Baba. All concentrated dots of love, of light. All the beings are beyond any imaginary world of their minds. All are experiencing freedom from the bondage of their minds. Each one knows themselves as just living stars. And all are interested in one Baba and none other. And each one of us has a bubble of protection of Baba's vision around us. All 8 billion. And only Baba's vision can penetrate all these protective bubbles around 8 billion souls. And we all have this living relationship with Baba and with each other. Beyond space, beyond time, beyond bodies, beyond stories. And Baba shows us one most beautiful thing, this truth of our eternal loving relationship never changes, regardless of what happens at the level of minds and the physical world. Invisible and the visible drama. Each one of us is feeling so loved by Baba. That each soul has now and is in this moment seeing in Baba's vision very clearly their mind and their parts and their bodies completely separate from them. Total independence. And Baba's light is also showing how each soul has this immense capacity, infinite capacity to live in acceptance of however their story unfolds. Baba is so pleased to see his children, these tiny stars, living in complete appreciation of each other's trees. And complete appreciation also of this truth that in essence we are all the same. Baba is so pleased to see this. That's why Baba is so pleased. In his family, there is never any conflict. In his family, even the idea of desire doesn't exist. Baba is so proud to see his family of embodiments of contentment beings. He is the proudest father and the proudest mother. And he's also very proud because he can see that his children, when they come on the world stage at this time, in confluence age, they're just only interested in being his empty conduits, empty channels. Clean channels. And he's so happy seeing that we, the beings, even on this Karma Kshetra, world of action, field of action, we are radiating his virtues, his powers to each other. Whilst being aware of both the ugly and the beautiful within us. That's why Baba is very proud to see the power of his children. That is why he says, "You're higher even than I am." Whilst wearing these human bodies, playing the human roles, we, the beings, awaken to our angelic self. In the midst of the ocean of poison within our own minds and outside, we, the beings, sail with God as our boatman. It's not a small thing. And yet it is easy and simple for the one whose companion is God Himself. And so even the drama, every scene, every interaction is such a beautiful opportunity So it's like fortune from top to bottom, eternal reality, inner drama, outer drama. All is great fortune for the being. And all that is possible when I know who I am and who do I belong to. So whilst when we are playing our parts and on this field of action, make the most of this opportunity. Don't miss the boat. Make the most of this opportunity to allow your innate truth reflect with the companionship of the Father. It's easy to reflect. and be beyond the influences of your inner drama. Taste this power of you now. You won't get to know it any other time, only now. The more you detach from that place of God's heart seat, from the scripted forces of the mind, more you will realize your power of love and power of truth and power itself. This is the experience of super sensuous happiness. And it's only possible in this moment of now. Om Shanti. Anybody wants to say anything? We have 10 minutes. Content. Anyone else? It's the most beautiful thing, like at this time, that whilst we are in this body, living with each other, we can experience our eternal love and eternal relationships with each other, with Baba, in front of Baba. So every interaction you may have, always see the soul that you're interacting with Baba, in front of him, yourself as a soul in front of him. And then you interact with them. Take this time out. Take a pause. Take this little effortless attention. Don't just speak ordinarily, person to person. Even now, we are sitting in front of Baba, tiny beings of light, right? And then we are interacting with each other, but in front of Baba. Always don't just go into an interaction and just talk ordinarily. Never. Never. Yeah. Are we paying that attention? Are we the souls paying that attention? Mm-hmm. It's like, let's say you the being and I the being standing in front of each other. Or there may be 10 other people also. Just see. It's like Paramdham is literally there. It's not going beyond or anything. It's just there, right? And Baba is there and the souls are there. Yeah. And those souls are there. And now you're speaking. It's like you are with Baba and his feelings are dictating your conversation. Pay that attention. And you will see you are living eternal reality here on earth. Yeah, this does need more attention. And you will find you're enjoying everything. Like this one was today. Just there's a lemon tree outside, right? So I'd gone to pick some lemons. So it's not like I was planning to talk to the lemon tree. It's just that Baba and I are like thanking the lemon tree. Oh, thank you for whatever, I mean, bounty that you are providing for the soul's body. So then the daughter is like, you talk to plants? Yeah, why not? Nature is my friend. Why not? Can't you? Yeah, yeah. So just everything, it's like every action is precious then. Action is happening for name's sake, but because you, the precious being, is performing it with Baba, then it's not like I will sit down and then I will go meditate. Let me finish this work, then I will meditate. Meditation is throughout the day, every moment. Mm-hmm. Yeah, very good. See, this is a beautiful gift you're giving to yourself. You're not doing it for anybody else. Yeah.
I think, sister, the catch is when before coming interaction, sometime the stage is set and you speak, but if the conversation is going longer, at times it, slips down the throne of self-respect and the soul consciousness.
Mm-hmm.
Then attention goes more on the response, what to say, how to say, and especially if you're convincing someone and something more. Then
Yeah.
the attention goes more on the content of the conversation than on the stage.
Mm-hmm.
Before entering the scene here, the attention is on the scene and seeing self as a soul, and then it does go for a bit, but then it switches the mode.
Stop halfway through speaking the words. Stop right there. It means pause. Pause. Yeah. Pause as you're speaking, as you're coming in words, and you realize, oh, wait a minute. You see it immediately. Oh, it's this identity coming. All right, Baba and I. And immediately you're immersed in his feelings and then come back into action. Whatever will happen after that. paying that bit of attention.
Even the attention is paid, the conversation, the tone is low, and
Mm-hmm.
it's more respectful and brief.
Mm-hmm.
Once you're off the stage, then there are your emotions mixed into that. It
Mm-hmm.
gets faster, maybe the pitch changes, the tone changes.
Mm-hmm.
And the body itself doesn't feel right. It just, there's this change. There's the change in how the soul experiences the body that times too, because it's not its original natural state. And
Yeah. But see, this is why Baba says being bodiless in a second, right? Being bodiless in 1 second or less. Actually, second means what? Just right moment you realize you're bodiless, which means no past feeling is lingering anymore as you.
mhm,
No past feeling can ever be you. Let's say you are talking to somebody and you can see for 2 minutes you got caught up in the ordinariness of the conversation. And that very moment you realize, oh, okay, pause, bodiless. Who am I that is now coming into action? It's really, it has to be like this now.
the pause.
Yeah, it's like literally instantaneous change. And other may think, what happened? It just suddenly shifted from something to something. That's okay. Yeah, pause. And more you will see that happen, you will find you will come only into actions from that space and you will stay who you are whilst in interactions with each other. More you're doing that when you're also by yourself. Whenever anybody, and I can't say this enough, I don't know how many are really paying attention to this, but can't say it enough. Anybody who visits your mind, that very moment, you, the soul, see that soul in front of the Father before you go into the story and the imaginary world with that imaginary face in your mind. Immediately see that soul with Baba. You will see 90% of your ordinariness, 90% of your getting caught up in the scenes and situations will finish. 10% may still remain, but that's okay. But 90% will finish. This one attention, anybody who visits your mind, any face that shows on the screen of your mind, Baba and I, screen of the mind, this face popped up. Okay, remove the mask, see that soul with Baba, and see what is your eternal relationship with that soul. Are you paying attention to that or not? Mm-hmm. Yeah. This attention, whoever is paying, not possible that it will come into actions in form of irritation or frustration or anger. It won't even come because this requires attention and true love for yourself and for Father and for the other souls automatically. Yeah. This one attention. 18 days, you want to do homework and tapasya and all that everybody talks about. Many people have asked me, please, Didi, koi to homework do. Give us some homework. I said, homework word doesn't sit well with me. I don't do homework myself. It is just not work. It is love. There's no homework. There is God's love. Hmm? And love for the self. This is your passion. This is your interest. This is your dedication. This is what you really, pure desire, you call it, is what you want, you, the soul. Then what happens? No, Baba said, Mano bal use karo Sunday ko. Use the power of your mind. Many have asked this question, so answering it now. Soul can give the power to the mind and use the powerful tool of the mind. It's a very beautiful tool. But first, know. And when you are really just paying attention to this one thing, anybody who comes in the mind, see them in front of Baba. In the Avyakt state means being in the home of light with Baba and seeing that soul. And whatever feeling may be there lingering also around that soul's part, even that feeling you're seeing separate from you. It's like on one dish, there are those feelings which are associated with the story of the character. And on the other side, there's just the feelings of the soul's love with the other soul with Baba. How Baba is feeling for that soul. That's it. Yeah? That's it. And then whatever feelings that are associated in your mind with that character's story, it's okay. You, the soul with Baba, is seeing it how Baba is seeing those feelings. How's Baba seeing those feelings that are associated with that character?
Fake.
Fake. It's just imaginary.
It's a
Spirit.
script.
Yeah.
Script. Sometimes you have judgment on the script also.
Yeah, that's okay. Even that is put in the Havan.
Waste box. Have
Yeah,
waste.
yeah. Even that is surrendered to Baba. Just pay this attention. Not much. You really don't need to do much. You just need to be with Baba and see whatever. And many times you're by yourself, no? It's not like you're constantly conversing with people and constantly you're doing something together with everyone. Are you? They may be around, but you are with yourself, no, most of the time.
25% time, sister, only.
But that 25% time, if you're paying, why? When you're having a shower, when you're cooking, when you're cleaning, when you're driving, many times you're by yourself. We just don't catch them. Yeah. And even when you're driving and somebody's there, it's like you are in silence with Baba and they may be speaking also, but you are seeing them in the home. So you don't need to talk much because you're driving. True.
Mm-hmm.
Am I really paying attention to my truth throughout the day? Yeah, this is true introversion. Yeah. So pay attention. Be that light that you are and understand and know. And one more thing that I have seen again and again in this one's life of this part. And it's so important, it's so simple. How I know myself as a soul and how I love myself as a soul and how Baba loves me as a soul, more that nishchay is there, automatically others around me first will see me the way I see and love myself, and they will receive that same about their truth from Baba through you. Because I don't know how many of you have noticed, but majority of the times our minds are preoccupied with what? What are they preoccupied with? Self-love is hard to attain, yeah. Past or future. Preoccupied with what others think about me, what others like me or not. Very subtle, devious ways it's doing that.
How others perceive me.
Yeah. In very many devious ways, it's just this one feeling is there in invariably every soul's mind today. And so, really paying attention, how do you love me, myself, I, and Baba? And if you, the being, is just being with Baba and loving you, like this part was making something like chila, chila, moong dal ka chila in the part. And the soul behind the daughter part is eating. And then there's some other activity and there's some other activity. The whole attention was just one thing. Yeah? Okay. Beautiful action taking place on the world of action, in the world of actions. But Baba and I together, and so complete. I have no rush to go to the next moment. So complete. And then the next moment it's being served. Still so complete. And then next moment the dishes are being washed. Still so complete. It's just, you're just being with him. You're not just moving from one action to the other mindlessly. Attention. Yeah? It's very important. Okay? This is self-love. Yeah? and and it's like morning class done. Then I had to go hoover. Okay, hoovering with Baba. Vacuuming with Baba. Okay, class finished. What happened, what was said, what was done, gone. Class finished, hoovering with Baba. Okay, next moment, whatever the action has to happen, whatever is happening is happening. Baba and I are together. Just eternal reality. Eternal reality. I'm so loved. I don't need any other company. If others come, they will take from Baba only. But I and Baba together. Every action, every movement, everything. Somebody comes and talks to you. Okay, together we interact. Okay, the scene is changing. Everything is changing outside. But me and Baba together is never changing. Hmm? This attention. Okay? Self-love.
Yes, that's our home. That's our work. That's our
That's your
attention.
love. With no labor. Yeah?
Yeah.
That's your love for the self. Okay?
And more
Wonderful.
of these pauses in the conversation.
Yeah. Yeah. And actions as well. Don't just go from one action to the other without being who you are. And it's a wonderful act of washing dishes. It's a wonderful act of picking lemons. It's a wonderful act of vacuuming the floor. It's a wonderful act of whatever it may be. Yeah. But eternal reality, a bodiless soul, is experiencing this whole thing, a bodiless being. Yeah? Okay.
Thank you.
Thank you, Baba. Om Shanti.
Om
Om.
Shanti.
Thank you, Baba.
Thank you.
Thank you, Baba.
Om Shanti.
Om Shanti.
Thank you, Baba.
Thank you, Baba.
Om Shanti. Good night.
Shanti.